You grow up around business. Not theory, not online courses. Real life. Your grandmother runs a small bar. Nothing fancy. Just survival. Bottles in, bottles out. Cash moving slowly but constantly. People coming and going. Noise, movement, life. And you're always there, watching. At first, it's nothing special. Just background noise of your life. But something about it sticks. Money is to abstract to you. You see it move. You see effort turn into cash. You see cash turn into decision. And without realizing it, your brain starts recording everything. At some point, it clicks. You don't want to just watch anymore. You want in. So you ask her, not as a kid helping out, but as someone trying to build something real. You ask to join, to help run things, to order stock of your own, to manage sales, to become part of it. She looks at you for a moment longer than usual. Then she agrees. That moment changes everything. It feels like opportunity, like access, like you have skipped steps other people are still struggling to reach. Now money starts passing through your hands, not a lot, but enough. Enough to feel real, enough to feel powerful, but also enough to corrupt you slowly. At first you are careful. You don't spend much. You think you are disciplined, but then the money increases slightly, and something inside you shifts. You start spending more. Not because you need to, because you can. Small upgrades, better clothes, random purchases, things you never cared about before. Each one feels harmless, just small improvements, but you don't notice the pattern. You're no longer thinking like someone handling business money. You are thinking like someone who owns it. Your grandmother notices. She warns you. Be careful. Don't touch the capital. Remember what the money is for. You hear her, but you don't fully listen, because in your mind, you're still in control. Then reality catches up. You need to restock, but you have no money. You already touched it, already spent part of it. So you borrow from her, just to cover the gap. Just this once, but it's never once. It becomes a pattern. Money comes in. You spend. You fall short. You borrow again. Debt doesn't arrive loudly. It builds quietly, until suddenly it's everywhere. Now you owe her. Then small people around you. Then more. Then it starts stacking into something you can feel in your chest. Pressure. Your phone buzzes. A message from your friend. I need my money back. You stare at it too long. You already know you don't have it. You type. Delete. Type again. Nothing sounds right. Another message comes. Bro, I'm serious. That's when something shifts. Not panic. Focus. Cold focus. You stop thinking emotionally. You start thinking structurally. Money. Only money. Not how. Not why. Just now. You open your laptop. You stop scrolling. You start searching. Anything fast. Anything that does take years. Dropshipping. Reselling. Digital products. Content. Arbitrage. You don't understand most of it. But you don't care. You pick something. It doesn't matter what. What matters is movement. You start. It's messy. You make mistakes immediately. Wrong decisions. Bad pricing. Ignored messages. No results. But you don't stop. Because stopping is no longer an option. You try credit-based deals. Lending small amounts to people expecting quick returns. It fails. People delay. People disappear. Money gets stuck. You realize something uncomfortable. Trust does not scale, and neither does confusion. You lose more than you gain. You sit there staring at numbers that were supposed to come back, but don't. That's your first real loss. Not emotional. Structural. Then your friend steps in again. Not angry this time. Supportive. You are trying too many things, he says. I've got an idea. Renting a lawnmower. Door to door. Cash-based. Immediate money, no waiting. No systems. Just movement. You try it. You walk house to house. Knocking. Explaining. Getting rejected. Again. 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 Then one person says yes. Small job. Small money. But immediate. You get paid on the spot. You don't celebrate. You observe. Speed. That's what matters. You and your friend continue. More doors. More rejections. More small wins. You start understanding something deeper. People don't decide logically. They decide quickly, or not at all. And that gap is where money lives. But pressure still remains. So you go back into faster systems. Buying, selling, flipping. At first, it's chaos. Mistakes everywhere. But this time, you don't stop. Because now you've tasted movement. Then your first real online sale hits. Not luck, execution. Someone sends money. Real money. You stare at it. Not excited. Confirmed. It works. Sleep starts shrinking. At first, slightly. Then more. You wake up checking messages before your eyes fully open. You start seeing patterns. What sells? What does not? Who's serious? Who's wasting time? You stop explaining yourself. You stop being soft. You start closing. Are you buying or not? Some people vanish. Some stay. The ones who stay matter. Money starts moving faster. Still small, but faster. You reinvest everything. No comfort. No spending. Every dollar goes back in. Because now you understand speed. People hesitate. You don't. And that gap starts creating results. Your friend messages again. Update, bro? This time you respond differently. Not everything, but enough. Pressure turns into respect. You feel it. You visit your grandmother's bar again, this time different than last. To appreciate her support, you repay the money you owed her, and also refurnishing her bar. And it changes you. Not just financially, mentally. You want more control. You start optimizing everything. Cutting waste. Tracking outcomes. Reading books. Listening to podcasts. Not for motivation. For systems. You double what works. Remove what does not. You become efficient. Cold. Focused. Mistakes still happen. Money still gets stuck. But now, you adapt faster. Recover quicker. That, when it hits you, you are not the same person anymore. You are sharper. Faster. Harder. More strategic. You understand leverage now. Scaling. Systems. Ownership. But something else changes too. People notice. You have changed. They write. You were less patient. Less available. Less social. Not because you hate people, but because they don't move at your speed anymore. Even silence feels expensive now. Debt decreases. Money increases. But so does pressure. Because expectations grow with results. Late nights come often. And in those quiet moments, you feel it. The weight. You ask yourself one question. How far am I willing to go? No answer comes. Because the answer is already inside you. Further than before. You wake up earlier. Move faster. Think sharper. Momentum becomes survival. You start hitting numbers that feel real. Not freedom, but direction. You can see the path now. But something has changed permanently. You don't just want money anymore. You need it. Not for survival. For identity. You look at your old life. Slow. Uncertain. Waiting. It feels like someone else lived it, not you. You replaced it with something sharper. Faster. Heavier. You gained control. But lost something in return. And you feel it. But you don't stop. Because now, you can't. You check your phone again. Numbers. Messages. Movement. It never stops. You used to chase money. Now you cannot stop chasing it. Because somewhere along the way, you did just build a system. The system built you. And it does not let go.